So last night I asked whatever it is to send me a beta tester, or at least a real player. I think I met one tonight. I didn't realize what it was until I had already left, so I didn't really get a chance to pick their brain. But I did come to some more insight. So, with most sports, you watch certain sports, and if you have like somebody who's really, really, really good going up against somebody that's okay, they add what they call a handicap. Right? So I've been stuck on this, the maximum level you can go to before you reach one of the god levels, and then there's a whole new set of levels you can achieve, but they take far more experience points to level up on. I think I was like at the top of the standard levels, and maybe that's why it was getting too easy, because I had already maxed out everything I could playing in that same league. And tonight I walked into the AM/PM, and there was a guy on crutches. And as soon as I walked in the store, and you could tell he was like not poor. He had plenty of resources. He's been playing for a long time, like most beta testers have. They've been playing since the beginning, so they've had a chance to stack all of these inventory and resources. And he's on crutches. He looked like somebody you'd see out at Quartzsite. He looked like a nomad or a dirty kid, but he wasn't. Not at all. I guess that's just the costume he wears so that he can keep playing the game and mingling amongst them. You could tell his clothes were expensive, fancy clothes. You know, he had the dreadlocks, but they were nice, clean dreadlocks, and the guy had jewelry. Like it was pretty obvious. Anyways, I'm not saying he was rich. He just wasn't a broke-ass motherfucker. Right when I walk in the store, I see him on crutches, and he sees me with my arm, and he goes, "God bless you." I said, "God bless you, sir." I walked over. I bought my energy potions. Still can't find the flavor that I really like, but these ones work pretty well. And I got 4 of them because they were on a deal. I walk over, I put them on the counter, and he's standing there, and he goes, "Hey, let me buy those for you." "All right, thank you. Thank you very much." And then I ask, kind of looking at his crutches and his cast, I said, "What happened?" He said, "Oh, long story." Of course it is, beta tester. You've been playing since the beginning. I should have really picked his brain, but I didn't. I just told him, I said, "Yeah, same here with my story." So I got jumped by 3 guys. And I went on and I told him the whole story. And he says, I got jumped by 5. 2 of them had baseball bats. I guess he was life flighted out. They flew him to the same hospital in Palm Springs that fucked up my wrist with the over-tight cast. And because he got in right away, they were able to do the surgeries that he needs, but his whole leg is fucked up from the knee all the way down to the ankle. And he's still just walking around smiling because he knows too. He knows we're all just in this big game. These are just avatars. So after I left there, I started thinking, and I'm like, oh shit, that was the beta tester. One of them. I'm sure there's more out here. Next time I'll recognize quicker, and I'll be able to pick their brain and get a few more tips. I know I sound crazy, but that's why I know I'm right. Some of you get it. Some of you get it. You've always wondered. The reason you've wondered is because you already know. So yeah, once I realized that this whole handicap was just to make the game more challenging, that really hurt when I did that. I realized that's just a sign that I've achieved a level that won't let me pass forward without experiencing a whole new sort of handicap. I don't need any more handicaps. I don't know if I even want to go up to the next level. Like, now that I'm on this first level of this whatever god mode, I think I just want to max out my experience points and keep them kind of right then. I like being at the top of my levels. Although I do also take great pleasure in defeating people of higher levels. Always been able to do it. That's how I got to the top of the regular classes. I'm assuming if I don't really know how it works, but I'm assuming there's like 50 levels that most people can achieve. And I was like almost maxed out at 50 for the longest time, like 49.9 or the top of 50. And then there's maybe like an extra 15 or 25 levels of this God mode that you can move into. God mode, that term might offend some people, but all it really means is that you've beat the game and now you're manipulating the game. But you're still playing because you are on these secret extended levels. So this will be fun. This will give me a challenge for a little while. That's also why a lot of the NPCs from my past forward progress in the game, they don't really want to interact with me anymore. Just like most games, once you beat a dungeon or you pass a certain level, suddenly the NPC characters don't want to interact with you anymore. They lose a lot of their options. You can't talk to them the same way. They just kind of like run from you or freak out. That's okay. It's all part of the game, I guess. So I'm gonna go. I'm still looking around to see if I unlocked anything with those Easter eggs earlier. I don't think I did. I think really I need a few more Easter eggs, or maybe that's what that was tonight. Maybe that guy buying my energy potions, maybe that was my reward for unlocking those Easter eggs. But I still feel like there's more, and I'm not gonna go look for them tonight. I'm gonna save that for next year, because next year I'm not going back to the quartzite level. If I do, it's just gonna be for a day, just to remind everybody how far I've progressed. And maybe vanquish a few enemies. But I probably will come back here to the Dungeon of Hell Centro, because it's one of the most interesting levels I've ever been on. It's really a weird place, but I enjoy it. And it seems like it never stops surprising me. It seems like there's always, this might be like a constantly expanding level. I don't know. I'm sure there's better places. That's why I'm leaving. I'm not going to spend all my time here. But now that I know how to recognize the beta testers and the other players who are also experiencing a handicap, maybe I should have challenged him tonight, or not really challenged him. He seemed like a really nice guy. Maybe I should have seen if he wanted to team up. Maybe there's like a, we could have crossed the border. That's a whole new level. Maybe he would have liked to cross the border with me and see what we could do when we combine our experience points and our talents and our skills. Maybe not. Maybe I don't want to lose any more lives just yet, but I don't. It's not that easy. I'm just too damn good at this game.